Hey, good afternoon. It is September 12th, 2022. I'm going to be taking out this 2002 CLK55 AMG Coupe. Those of you who know me know that I am a huge fan of the first generation AMG cars that Mercedes-Benz put out with the AMG badging, from the W202, C36, C43, the W210, E55 AMG. I love the 208 AMG cars. The convertibles are really nice and really cool. But for me personally, the coupe, the CLK55 AMG, is the car that just fits me the best. I mean, everything about this car I like, from the power, the comfort, the reliability. Car has a huge trunk, safety features, everything about the CLK55 AMG makes it a winner in my book. I love this car. I drove it all weekend, and I am extremely pleased to offer this car to the Bring a Trailer community. It's a fantastic example. Everything works on the car. Ice cold AC. All the LEDs in the dash are perfect. The stereo is great. The command. Stereo works great. AC is nice and cold. We did a considerable amount of service work to this car. I'm just going to check my notes real quick. Did an oil service, coolant and brake flush, air, cabin, and fuel filter. It's got a brand new serpentine belt, tensioner, and idler pulley. It just had a transmission service. We replaced the lower ball joints, both the motor mounts and transmission mount were replaced, and the temperature sensor harness was replaced. On top of that, we just mounted a brand new set of hand-cooked tires on all four corners. And like I said, I had this car out all weekend. Took my wife out to dinner the other night, and I am absolutely in love with this car. Car is exceptionally clean. It's a two-owner car. It was originally out in Arizona, brought to New Jersey by the second owner. I think she purchased the car with about 16,000 miles. Husband and wife that owned this car. It was used strictly as a pleasure car. It was never daily driven, never driven in the winter. You'll see from the undercarriage photos, the car is absolutely pristine underneath. The engine bay is pristine. The interior is drop-dead gorgeous. Leather is beautiful. The dash is gorgeous. Usually the area around this passenger airbag tends to crack just with any UV exposure, but this was a garage-kept car. Extremely clean. The interior is immaculate. As I mentioned, all the power options function 100%. Car's got a great exhaust tone. Transmission silky smooth. Great power, great handling. And like I said, I'm a huge fan of all AMG cars. I love just about every AMG car that comes out. Kind of like is a turn on for me. One of my favorite cars of all time is the 2009 SL65 Black Series. I like all the Black Series AMG cars. But when I think about cars that I would like to own and drive, this car is really up there on the top of my list. In fact, I wrote an article for the sports car market probably about 6 months ago about buy, sell, hold, and this was the car that I was saying is to buy in this market. Why I feel so strongly about these cars as a buy? great styling, excellent performance, excellent power, excellent handling. And you know, it's a sporty car, but I mean, somebody my size, I'm 6'1", I'm about 200 pounds. This car literally fits me like an isotoner glove. I'm extremely comfortable in this car. I'd drive this car across country in a second. It's that comfortable. And the main reason why, me as a guy who appreciates cars that are reliable, these cars, the early AMG cars, didn't come with all that fancy ABC and the Airmatic. I guess it was all ABC suspension systems, very expensive suspension components. They require maintenance, and they require money. To keep an AMG car like an SL55 AMG or a CL55 or an SL65, CL55, S55, S65, they're great cars, but they get money hungry, especially when it comes to repairs. That's why, you know, like the earlier versions, like this CLK55, it has a conventional suspension system. It has the Bilstein Sport shocks. Got a great exhaust tone. It handles absolutely beautifully. I mean, it really grabs the road, and brakes are fantastic on this car. Just a great driving car, and I think this is a tremendous value for somebody who wants to own an AMG car without, you know, worrying that, you know, hey, maybe a $3,000 to $5,000 problem is going to come up with the car. These cars are relatively very easy to work on compared to the later generation AMG cars. Most of your independent shops can pretty much handle just about anything on these cars. This car is fully sorted. Had my mechanic go through the car. We put the new tires on, did the motor and transmount, serpentine belt, all the fluids and filters, transmission service. So this is a turnkey car. In fact, the very last thing that we're doing to this car is why I'm taking this car out on a day like today where it looks like it may rain, is we're bringing it over to Firestone in Eatontown to have the alignment done. You'll notice the steering wheel is off by about a ½ inch. So that's the final phase of the mechanical work that we're putting into this car. Cosmetically, it is all original paint, 2-owner car, as good as it gets. I mean, very clean. You'll see in the photos and in the description. We're pretty much going to show you every square inch of the car. If the weather holds out today, I'm going to do a walk around video with the car later on. Just a really nice car. Everything about it I like. I mean, this is a great car. This is a car that, you know, you always say, you know, I really should keep this car. I'd love to keep this car myself personally, but I've got other priorities right now, and I've got quite a few other older cars, and I got very limited space in my shop, and I only have a 2-car garage at my house, and my daughter and my wife are using both those indoor storage spots. So this car is just not in the cards for me right now, but who knows? Someday maybe I'll be buying it back from the next owner. So rather than listen to me babble all day, that's pretty much my drive video. Fantastic car. It's a 2002 CLK55 AMG. I'm going to be putting this up for auction on Bring a Trailer. It's going to be a no reserve auction. High bidder gets the car. We don't play any games with our auctions. Car sells in 7 days. Prospective bidders will be welcome to come out and see the car. If they want to take it for a short test drive, that's no problem. I'm sure they'll be very happy with the vehicle. No reserve auction, going to the highest bidder. And that's my drive video. Want to wish everyone the best of luck.